She did it on the roof. On the roof. All right, I'm going to start reading. It was the first week of school, and this year Miss Malarkey said our class would be doing the Everybody Reads in America program. She thinks that reading is about the finest thing a person can do, and she promises to find each one of us a book we'll love before the end of the school year. And Principal Wiggins said, if you can read 1,000 books by June, I'll sleep on the roof. But some of the students said they didn't like reading. So in October, Miss Malarkey gave a book of scary stories, and some students said, oh, I like scary stories. Other students said, I don't like scary stories. I like video games. So Miss Malarkey found a book about video games. And then in November, she found a story about elections, and she talked about politics. Well, the school year is going fast. It's already December. Everybody is reading. Everybody's reading, but one of the little girls, Susie, she decided not to read. And her teacher said, what's in your backpack? And she said, rocks. I don't want to read. I put rocks in my backpack. Oh, Miss Malarkey didn't like that. And she found a book for Susie to read that she really liked. It was a book with a lot of pictures. Every time we finish a book, Miss Malarkey puts a blue ribbon on the wall with our name on it. She puts the title of the book, and she puts a blue ribbon. Boys and girls, you know how Miss Hurd and the committee put a picture on the wall for the Garden of Readers? Let's hear it for the Garden of Readers Committee. Come on, right? All right. And then they put a picture on the wall, and then every time they read 5 books, they announce the name. Well, we do that at MacAfee School, right? We announce your name and you come down and get something. Miss Malarkey keeps giving us books. She says she'll find a book for me if she has to get upset. I don't want her to get upset, so I told her I would keep reading. And one time I read so much that I fell asleep while I was reading my book. Now it's February, and Miss Malarkey is still trying to find books for students that love books. And she gave Sally a fantasy book because the names were so confusing. Sally got lost, but then she read a book about Valentine's Day. Here, look, these are the pictures. And when you read the book, boys and girls, you can look at the pictures, and that helps you tell a story a little bit about the book. Okay. And now, in March, Miss Malarkey gave the class a book about jokes. And one kid said, oh, I heard all the jokes. I don't need another book about jokes. Well, now it's April, and she found a book about poems. And one of the children said, oh, I don't like poems. And Miss Malarkey found her a book about stars and the planets. In May, she gave me a book about crazy, mixed-up explorers. And then I said, oh, I like to sail. I think I'll read a book about sailing. Now it's June, and my friends came over to play video games. But Miss Malarkey gave him a book on Friday. No way! He's out playing sports. He's not reading his book. And his mother said, oh, he's busy right now. I'll have him call you when he's done. He's reading his book for Miss Malarkey. Something about baseball players. He's reading a book about baseball players. And I think I'm going to be sick from all this reading. It's been months since we started, and now Miss Malarkey keeps giving us books to read. Our class has read 275 books. Our school read 869 books. Oh boy, we're getting close. Miss Malarkey wants to get there by June. And one day at lunch, Miss Malarkey sat down with a group of students, and they all read a book. They kept reading books. The students kept bringing the books to Miss Malarkey to show her what books they were reading. That's great, I said. You enjoy that book? Said Jamal. I'm going to play video games. I'm not going to read that book. Actually, Jamal thought it was a good book, and he decided to look at the pictures, and then he started reading the book also. Miss Malarkey's jaw fell open when she saw Jamal reading the book. She was so happy that he started to read. And now they're getting closer. And Jamal was reading a book about Van Gogh, the famous painter. What kind of a book is that? My friends were reading. They were playing games, and they were reading about baseball players and all different kinds of books. The next day, Miss Malarkey asked me to stay after school. I thought maybe she was going to yell at me about all the books I didn't read. I tried to like reading books. I really did. I tried sports books, science books, joke books, fantasy books, explorer books, detective books. What was I supposed to do? I didn't like any of the books. And when I got to Miss Malarkey's room, she had a crazy smile on her face. She said, this year I found out a lot about you. I found out that you don't like stories. You don't like baseball players. You don't like math. You don't like video things. But what I did find out is that you like race cars. And so I got the book for you. Look at this, boys and girls. She found the just right book. Let's hear it for the Garden of Readings, boys and girls. Go ahead. Now, one more time, let me hear those three words. On the roof. 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 All right.
That's H.
And now, Miss Malarkey's class, they did it.
H. Right
Good
here,
night,
right here, right
children.
here.
You read 20,000 books.